Okay, so imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. makes like a huge power move,
Yeah.
like a modern-day Louisiana Purchase.
Okay.
But instead of grabbing land, they decide to buy a ton of Bitcoin,
Wow.
a lot of Bitcoin.
Interesting.
We're talking about 1 million Bitcoin.
A million.
That's the big idea
Yeah.
behind Senator Lummis's Bitcoin Act.
Right.
It's a bill that wants to basically create a strategic reserve for Bitcoin,
Okay.
like we have for oil, but,
Yeah.
for Bitcoin.
Makes sense.
The story behind this is crazy, though.
I bet.
You've got political stuff happening,
Wow.
crypto packs trying to influence things,
Right.
even like a showdown at that Bitcoin Nashville conference.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
So you're probably thinking, why is the U.S. even considering this?
Yeah, why?
What could it mean for Bitcoin?
And for the country even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's dive into all of it.
Let's do it.
So it's interesting because the U.S. already owns a decent chunk of Bitcoin already,
Let's do.
like around 207,000,
Cool.
mostly from, like criminal investigations and stuff.
Yeah, like that Silk Road case
Exactly.
where they got all those Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But this bill takes it way further.
For sure.
It wants to buy a ton more Bitcoin
Like how much?
and then put all of it together
Oh, wow.
into this big strategic reserve.
So how are they going to pay for all this Bitcoin?
Well, the bill lays out two ways to do it.
Oh.
First, they could use extra money from the Federal Reserve banks.
Mm-hmm.
And second, they'd use the first $6 billion the Fed makes every year
Wow.
and use that to just buy Bitcoin.
Okay, so they're really serious about this.
Yeah, it's a bold move.
Definitely bold.
It shows the big difference between dollars and Bitcoin.
Huge difference.
Dollars, are backed by the government.
Yeah, fiat currency. They can just
Yeah.
print more whenever.
But Bitcoin,
Yeah,
Bitcoin is different.
totally.
It runs on that decentralized blockchain,
Uh-huh.
and its value is set by the market.
Supply and demand.
Exactly.
It's like digital gold, some people say.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And remember, Bitcoin has a limited supply.
21 million coins.
Right.
That's it.
So to build this reserve, the U.S. has to actually buy it,
On the open market.
just like anyone else.
Wow.
Imagine that impact, though.
Yeah.
The U.S. government pouring billions into Bitcoin.
It's wild to think about.
What would that do to the price?
I mean, some economists are saying it would cause huge swings in the market.
Volatility, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But others think it could actually make Bitcoin more stable,
Yeah.
less affected by,
Speculators.
yeah, all that.
That's a really interesting debate.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's not just the price we have to think about.
Right.
The Bitcoin Act brings up some big questions, too,
Definitely.
about what role the government should have
Yeah.
in a system that's supposed to be decentralized.
Like, is this them trying to embrace new tech? Or are they trying to control something that can't really be controlled?
Maybe it's like a sign
A sign of
that the government's finally realizing Bitcoin is here to stay.
it could be.
We also can't forget the whole political side of this.
Yeah.
Remember how this bill got stuck in the Senate?
Uh-huh.
That banking committee with Senator Brown?
Right. Senator Brown, he wasn't a fan.
And then those crypto pakes got involved,
Oh, yeah. They really went after him in the election.
which he ended up losing.
To someone who's pro-Bitcoin, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Shows how much influence those crypto groups are getting.
For sure.
Now Senator Scott's probably taking over that committee.
And he likes Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, he's a supporter.
So the bill's got a better shot now.
Definitely.
Interesting.
Plus, there's more interest from both parties now.
Yeah, it's not just a fringe idea anymore.
Remember that thing Congressman Rokana said?
At Bitcoin Nashville?
Yeah.
What was it again?
He said, how can you be against Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It shows how the conversation's changing.
Totally.
But here's where things get really interesting.
Okay, tell me.
The bill says they have to hold on to all that Bitcoin
For how long?
for 20 years.
20 years.
They can't sell any of it for 2 whole decades.
That's a long time.
It makes you wonder what their plan is.
Yeah, what's the strategy?
Are they trying to stop market manipulation?
Maybe.
Or is it a sign they really believe in Bitcoin's future,
Long term.
long term?
Or maybe it's something else entirely.
We just don't know.
Fascinating.
So let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Think about what this all means for everyday people.
Yeah, beyond the price stuff.
Right, like the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Because this bill could change everything.
How so?
It could completely change how the U.S. approaches finance.
Really?
Maybe even move away from the dollar being so dominant,
Wow.
towards a world where lots of currencies matter.
Multipolar.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And think about the global impact.
Yeah.
What if other countries see the U.S. doing this
What would they do?
and start scrambling to buy up Bitcoin too?
Like a digital gold rush.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a crazy thought.
It is.
Makes you think.
If you're interested in learning more about all this,
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend checking out the Bitcoin Act itself.
Yeah. Where can people find it?
It's online, publicly available.
Good to know.
You can see all the specifics of the plan there.
Cool.
There are also some great resources out there
Oh, yeah.
about strategic reserves in general.
Right. To give some context.
Yeah, to help understand how this bill fits into the bigger picture.
The bigger picture of the economy.
Exactly.
Very cool.
This whole story's just getting started.
It's just the beginning.
Who knows what'll happen next?
Right.
But it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
I'm sure it will be.
That's it for our deep dive today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
It was fun.
See you next time.
See ya.
See ya.